Hello students, welcome to the Pole Science of Class 12 Arts, and today we will read about another new topic, that is ASEAN. And the full form of ASEAN is Association of Southeast Asian Nations. So let us proceed then. So regarding ASEAN, the ASEAN was founded on August 8, 1967. Clear? Whatever the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, that was founded on August 8, 1967. The foreign ministers of Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore and Thailand, that means 5 countries, sat down together in their main hall of the Department of Foreign Affairs building in Bangkok, Thailand, and signed a document. By virtue of the document, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, was born. That means starting from point number 1, that it was founded on 8 August 1967. And whatever the 5 countries had actually founded, all their foreign ministers were present at that time in the hall of Department of Foreign Affairs building that is situated in Bangkok, Thailand. And these foreign ministers were from Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore and Thailand. And by signing this document, the ASEAN was born, and that was on August 8, 1967. And as we know that all the foreign ministers were from the country Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore and Thailand, we need to know their names also. So the 5 foreign ministers' name accordingly: Adam Malik of Indonesia, Narciso R. Ramos of the Philippines, Tun Abdul Razak of Malaysia, S. Rajaratnam of Singapore and Thanet Khoman of Thailand. So these were all the foreign ministers of these 5 countries, and they are actually known as what? They are subsequently be held as the founding fathers of probably the most successful intergovernmental organization in the developing world today. And the document that they signed would be known as the ASEAN Declaration. And whatever the 5 foreign ministers actually signed this in the hall of Bangkok, that was the Department of Foreign Affairs building that was situated in Bangkok, Thailand. They were actually, after signing this or forming this institution ASEAN, they were hailed as what? They were known as the founding figures or founding fathers of the most successful intergovernmental organization. That means till date it is the most successful intergovernmental organization, and that too in the developing country or developing world. And whatever the documents that they signed, it was known as the ASEAN Declaration. Clear? Whatever the documents that they signed forming ASEAN was known as ASEAN Declaration. As from the picture you can see, this was the 5 foreign ministers of the 5 countries, and they signed this declaration that is also known as the Bangkok Declaration or ASEAN Declaration. Any one you can write. As you can see, the 5 foreign ministers are sitting and signing for the establishment of ASEAN. After that, a brief introduction is necessary what it is actually. ASEAN is a regional grouping that promotes economic, political and security cooperation among its 10 members. 10 members means earlier it was 5, after then it was increased to 5 other members, making it a total number of 10. So it is what? It is a regional grouping that promotes what? That means in and around South Asia, it is the cooperation of a regional grouping like structure between the 10 countries that supports what? number 1 is they promote or supports economic development. Then number 2, they support or promote political development. And thirdly, they cooperate for the security among themselves. So they look after these three vital things related to economic development, political development, and security cooperation. And namely, the 10 members are Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. Out of these 10 countries, the 5 founding figures are Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia, then followed by Brunei, Cambodia, Laos, the Philippines, Malaysia, and Vietnam. Clear? So in the year 1976, the members signed the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation, emphasizing Asians' promotion of peace, friendship, and cooperation to build solidarity. So before that, from the year 1967, they started promoting, if you look at the first point, they started promoting economic development, political development, and cooperation in security wise or side. After that, again in the year 1976, these 10 members signed what? The Treaty of Amity and Cooperation. And that was for what? That was for the promotion of peace, friendship, and cooperation. Apart from earlier, they were promoting what? Economic development, political development, and security cooperation. But after signing the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in the year 1976, they were promoting what? Other three things related to peace, friendship, and cooperation. And they were promoting this peace, friendship, and cooperation in order to build solidarity. Clear? After that, let's come to the importance of ASEAN flag, what it is. So as you can see, the ASEAN emblem represents a stable, peaceful, united, and dynamic ASEAN. That means what does the first thing that signifies the ASEAN flag? That signifies what? A stable, a peaceful, united, and dynamic ASEAN. This is the first thing that the ASEAN emblem represents. After that, the colors of the emblem. What are the colors that we find inside the emblem? It is blue, red, white, and yellow. Represent the main colors of the state crests of all the ASEAN member states. That means whatever the colors of the emblem are there, namely blue, red, white, and yellow, these represents what? The main colors of the state crest of all the ASEAN member states. That means there are 10 member states, it is representing all the main colors of the state crests. After that, the blue color represents peace and stability. Starting from the first color, that is blue, the blue color represents what? Peace and stability. After that, the second color is red. You can see, red depicts courage and dynamism. Clear? Red depicts what? Courage and dynamism. After that comes the third color, that is white. White shows purity. And after that comes yellow. Yellow symbolizes what? Prosperity. So regarding the colors blue, red, white, and yellow, blue represents peace and stability, red depicts courage and dynamism, white shows purity, and yellow symbolizes prosperity. Remember this. Question might come regarding your knowledge about the ASEAN flag. After that, you can see stalks of paddy. So the stalks of paddy in the center of the emblem represent the dream of ASEAN's founding fathers for an ASEAN comprising all the countries in Southeast Asia, bound together in friendship and solidarity. So whatever the stalks of paddy are there, it is representing what? The dream of ASEAN's founding fathers. That means how many founding fathers were there? 5. And according to this stalks of paddy, they are dreaming of what? They are dreaming of the Southeast Asia which will do what? Which will be together in terms of friendship and solidarity. And last that remains is the circle. So the circle here represents the unity of ASEAN. So as you can see, the stalks of paddy are inside the circle. So this circle is holding them together, and in this way the circle is showing or representing what? The unity of ASEAN. Clear? Kindly go through this point related to ASEAN flag very nicely. After that, you can see here the countries that are related to ASEAN. There are 10 in number, starting from, you can see the flag and the location according to the Southeast Asian region. First flag is of Thailand. Then moving on to its left, extreme left is Myanmar. Then Cambodia, Singapore, Indonesia. Then moving on to the extreme right from Thailand is Philippines. Coming to Laos, Vietnam, Malaysia and Brunei Darussalam. These are the 10 countries according to their location and according to their flag. Clear? After that, one picture is given according to which you can see 10 member countries are shown, starting from Thailand, Myanmar, Cambodia, Laos, Brunei Darussalam, Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines and Indonesia. This is the pictorial representation. After that, we would move to some of the joint developmental programs first undertaken by ASEAN. That means this ASEAN, which is comprising of 10 countries, which is the most successful intergovernmental organizations in the developing world, has done some achievements, and it is the first organization to do so. The first thing or first achievement done by ASEAN is number 1, increase food production. Clear? Whatever the production related to food is there, they are in a view and they are with the aim in order to increase this food production. After that, to promote tourism, they have also promote tourism. Thirdly, ease travel restrictions. That means if a tourist comes to any of these 10 places of the ASEAN, they would find what? They would find that travel restrictions are not there at a much higher way. But you can see here that in this 10 member countries of the ASEAN, there is much ease regarding travel restrictions. You can travel easily. After that, fourthly, the ASEAN enhance cooperation in the field of mass media through exchanges of radio and television programs. And they also extend cooperation in the field of what? Mass media. If it is related to mass media, they do what? Or they have done what? They have exchanged, they have done programs through exchanges of radio and television programs. Whatever the radio and television programs are being run in these 10 ASEAN countries, they made that happen through exchanges of radio and television programs in order to enhance cooperation. And fifthly, plans were also put in place to liberalize trade among members in a bid to improve intra-regional trade. That means whatever the 10 member countries are there, in between them only there was a plan being circulated, or they were planning to actualize or finalize this plan, according to which what will happen in between these 10 member states or member countries of ASEAN, they will liberalize the trade rules and regulation. And if they make the liberalization or they ease the trade rules and regulation, it will boost what? It will actually boost and improve intra-regional trade. That means these 10 countries between themselves can do trade without any restrictions if these kind of things are done. So these are some of the joint developmental programs first undertaken by the ASEAN, starting from increased food production, promoting tourism, then thirdly, to ease travel restrictions, fourthly, enhance cooperation, particularly in the field of mass media, through what? Through the exchanges of radio and television programs between themselves. And lastly, they are also planning to liberalize trade among members so that it can boost and promote what? Inter-regional trade between themselves. Clear? So regarding the point ASEAN, it's now time to wind up today's topic. And in today's topic, we have gone through the ASEAN, knowing its full form, that is Association of Southeast Asian Nations, then followed by the formation date and which country were involved. It was Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore and Thailand. Then we also read about all the foreign ministers that were involved, namely Adam Malik of Indonesia, Narciso R. Ramos from Philippines, Abdul Razak of Malaysia, S. Rajaratnam of Singapore and Thanet Coman of Thailand. And whatever they signed on this particular date of 8 August 1967 came to be known as ASEAN Declaration or Bangkok Declaration. We have also gone through the pictures, the real pictures that is related to the signing of Bangkok Declaration. After that, 5 more countries also joined, namely Cambodia, Brunei Darussalam, Laos, likewise, and they promoted economic development, political development and security cooperation. Apart from that, they also promoted peace, friendship and cooperation through signing another Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in 1976. Then we read about the ASEAN flag, in which blue, red, white and yellow signifies many different things. Then we read about the emblem. Then we came to know about the stalks of paddy, what it represents, and finally the circle. After that, we have gone through the flag and their location related to the 10 founding members of the ASEAN. And lastly, we read about some of the joint development programs that was first undertaken by ASEAN in this developing world. It started from increasing food production to promoting tourism, and thirdly, to ease travel restrictions, then cooperation in the field of mass media, and lastly, to liberalize trade rules and regulation in order to boost and improve intra-regional trade. Clear? So I hope that whatever the points I have made you understand today, it is now clear to you. With that, I will wind up today's topic. Thank you.